Church Tea Time. We are here to discuss about the sermon that Jason and Christy provided for us for the secret sauce of success. My name is Kanisha, and I'll let everyone else introduce themselves.
Okay, hi there. My name is Maite, and I'm so happy to be here today. It was a very juicy sermon, and it was really nice for us to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm Madhu, and I coach with Jason and Chrissy. I know them very deeply, and this is a very favorite topic of mine also, and I'm privileged to discuss on this. So let's go forward.
Yeah, so I absolutely love how passionate Chrissy is about life purpose. It really just reminds me that we have the opportunity to do something in this lifetime that we really truly enjoy and love, that work doesn't have to be something that is miserable or that 9-to-5 job that we are programmed and grown up knowing. And so to be able to have access to this work and how to really cultivate what it is that we truly desire in our hearts with God, they both really are kind of like the poster child for that, to really show how this work allows you to have the life that you truly desire. One of the things that I love that Chrissy said was choosing to go all in with God and mastering our energy and healing through the block. Sometimes I know with like going through life purpose and we have a block and we think, oh, this isn't meant for us, or we're not supposed to go further here. But to be able to know how to work through any block that comes up in our life purpose and to really be supported deeper there is really a beautiful gift from God. And so I love knowing that no matter what block comes up, as long as we work through it, we will always be deeply supported in return.
Yeah, totally. I totally agree with you, Kanisha. How I could really feel the energy that Chrissy and Jason put on the sermon. Like it was so vibrant for all of us to just dive deeper into this topic and really embrace what our life purposes mean in life. Like with the body of work and with Jeff and Shaleia's teachings and with life purpose class, it's so so profound. How can we really go like explore these, explore our gifts, what we're passionate about, and feel free to just give it a try. Like usually we've most of us have been raised in a society that tells you that you can't do things or you can't follow your dreams, but it's really peaceful to know that we can just give it a try. And when we start embracing and exploring our life purpose, it's how we can just manifest the happiness and really start getting like just good things, good stuff, and knowing that you can have your perfect life. Like you don't need to suffer to and just like leak your energy in like in a 9-to-5 job, as you said, but really feel passionate in what you're doing, because when you do that you're not benefiting yourself, but you're like really giving your gifts to others. And that's what really loving is about, like putting this all of your love, your energy into what you're doing.
Yeah, truly. Like the beauty of discovering your own life purpose is like truly discovering what we are passionate about. Or if I talk about myself, I literally discovered, and specifically with Jason and Chrissy only, I literally discovered what my life purpose is, because I have made that journey. I used to be an engineer and doing that 9 to not 5. In India, it is not 9 to 5; it is 9 to 7 job. So it was, heavy and all that thing. And there was a deep desire that, I wanted to do something that takes me closer to people, takes me closer to God's children, and where I can just love, and then also get supported by manifesting money. And I did not do, like, just over a night. There was a process I followed. All that I did was, like, whatever the block was presented to me, I just worked through that. Okay, I started with simple moonlighting, and then I moved into it. But the journey of discovering what my life purpose was and getting grounded into it was a absolute journey. And I literally, learn how to trust, specifically when Jason and Tracy mentioned in the sermon that there is a, continuous building of the trust. That's what we do, building that trust with the God's children and also the people with whom we are working. And I really, have been working on that and continuously, growing into that space also. But yes, the first thing it begins is trusting. First begins with myself, and then taking the steps and moving towards the life purpose. And yes, success is like in a continuous process of evolving, evolution of that growth from within to the external world. So yes, I have experienced that. And yeah, I really loved the sermon that was presented by Jason and Chrissy.
Yeah, you were talking about like going deeper with trust with God, and I also love that she touched on like choosing discipline on a deeper level. Sometimes like my perception is that like uh, I'm being disciplined because I wasn't choosing to discipline myself, and really getting clear to discipline myself in that way, to really have a deeper love for myself in that place, to take action in the place that God is guiding me in my life purpose, because I am co-creating with God. And it's really, it just feels really good to know that I'm always doing it with God, and I'm always supported, and that I'm always being led in the right direction. Because sometimes we kind of jump into the unknown of where am I headed here, and what is my purpose here, and what do you desire me to do here, God? And like you said, it's really just about deeply loving God's children and sharing your gift with them. And one of the things that they also touched on was sharing your gift freely and not having an expectation to receive something back. And I'm a business owner, and when I was coming from a place of lack or fear, how am I going to pay the bills? And I'm trying to give my gift, and I wasn't having it received or receiving what I was hoping to get back. It felt really bad, and it felt really heavy, and I almost had these moments of like, I don't think this is what I'm supposed to be doing. But going deeper into this work and shifting where I was coming from and why I was giving my gift, the results really changed dramatically, because I was giving out of love and what I could share and what I had to offer, and in return it was well received, and people wanted more of it, and I actually received back more than I was expecting. As soon as I let go of the expectation and knew that I was giving because it was God's gift and he was working through me to give the gift to his children, it really was a beautiful way to see that I'm always going to be supported as long as I'm always coming from a place of peace and love. And that felt really, really good.
Yeah, what comes up right now for me, it's I even wrote down this quote that Chrissy pointed out, that is a quote from Shaleia, that poverty is the result of trying to get something. And yeah, it's what you're sharing, like your experience, Kanisha, is it's really true. Like we don't need to have any expectations about what we're doing. Like and that's not what love is about. It's always just you give from your heart, and you give from this place of peace and just love. You want like God granted us all of our gifts in order for us to use them. And what comes up right now, it's why we want our harmonious union. That was something that Chrissy was saying, like, what do you want it for? What you're gonna do with that? Like, that's what God tells us. And that's really just on point, because sometimes we might ask God for like guidance or for something specifically, but the message behind that is, but okay, I'm gonna give it to you, but what are you gonna do with that? And that's the same for like success. So if we don't really share what he has granted us with, there's no point. So we just need to really connect with that feeling, and this really plays off humility, and so we can just really share to the world what we have here, and that's really what success is. Like we can be successful, but from a place always from love and like sharing with our brothers and sisters. So like otherwise there's not a really a point for that. Yeah.
Yeah, the beauty of the life purpose is it always begins with giving, the right way of giving our own gift without expectation. And I really like the point that Chrissy pointed out, it give without expectation, but trust that you are going to be supported. God is going to support you, because the more you are grounding into the LP in your life purpose, you are actually choosing to become a employee of God. Your employer is God, so you are going to serve God's children. So God is going to pay you back. God is going to support your life in much more abundant way that you have not desired. And that is what I also experienced in my life. Because currently where I'm at, when I was starting to release my job, or transcend my job and come into my life purpose completely, it was really scary. It was completely uncertain, like, am I really going to get that money to support my life? All those things were there. But slowly when I started going deeper into that, sharing my gift, just to understand whether my gift is received or not, and then I could able to receive that support in return in a very natural way, because it was not me, it was God flowing through me to love their children, right? And then I was able to just move into it, just enjoying what I was giving. And that that helped me to grow into that space and helped me to get my life supported, even at a point like currently wherever I am at in my life purpose. I'm literally earning double my what I was earning in my job. That is what is possible through your life purpose. Because this is where you actually not only love yourself, you love the part that you are created with, you are actually through that loving God's children. So you are actually getting into or tapping into a space where you are completely surrounded by love only. Okay. And yes, very beautifully she also mentioned that you cannot give just from a place of emptiness, right? She very well mentioned that you need to focus how her schedule goes, and I literally implemented that, obviously learned from her. Taking care of yourself, that is the core, because you need to first take care of yourself. She mentioned very beautifully that her day begins with inner work, and then self care, food, spiritual work, and then the work that she has to do in throughout the day. So yeah, if I am not feeling myself with all those care, if I am not sleeping well, if I'm not taking the food that I desire, if I'm not doing the exercise, so I'll not be able to hold that space or that unconditional love in my heart, and I cannot radiate from that space of fullness or fulfillment, right? So yes, like when we are aiming, really desiring to become successful in whatever we are desiring to do in a life purpose, it begins with taking care of yourself. The more we are fulfilled, we can share that gift how people can fulfill their life with.
Yeah, that really touches on like where they were talking about how to really like value yourself, and then to actually realize the value of your gift. And as soon as I even made that shift in my own business, like really valuing myself and taking care of myself and feeling good, because when I feel good, I really do desire to share myself with everyone. I desire to share love, and I desire to be out and about with people. But once I had to realize what the value that I was giving, what was the value of my gift. And once I understood that, I looked forward to giving that gift because I understood the value, understood what God was doing with that gift. And it made it much easier to just freely share it without expectation.
Yeah, totally. I like the part of um, really giving always from this from the space that is full, not from an empty cup. And if you feel that your cup is just getting empty, do things that can nurture yourself in order for you to be like full again. And that of course includes what Maru was sharing. Take care of yourself. Like start with really nurturing what your heart is asking for. If yeah, like meditating, doing inner work, like it's so important because those practices can really fulfill our hearts and make everyone like feel good and yeah, just connect really with God, with the spirituality, and because that's like the place where peace really starts. So yeah, I also experienced like in my work at my job that I was sometimes just leaking my energy a lot, like putting too much effort in, but from a place that from lack. I I was using my job for like not feeling my feelings or like an empty uh, an exit, and I was having so much contrast, like things were not working out good, like I needed to work like too many hours for things to get done. And as soon as like I made the shift, I started to look within where was this part in my heart where I feeling lack of love, and I was not feeling confident enough to getting things done properly. Yeah, I really worked on that, and I started to see why am I doing this work. I'm working as a teacher. So what am I doing? I am really sharing. I was having a really deep block because I was thinking, well, this might not be my life purpose, I, but something was telling me, yeah, you can, what you need to teach. And then I realized I can really teach, like extend these teachings from Jeb and Shaleia even to children. Of course, it's so beautiful to start teaching love since they're like little. And it really made a big shift in my life. And I know that this this just guided me really towards my life purpose, who is like being an ascension coach. And so I can really start building the foundation for it. And yeah, just going yeah, just like connecting really deep with God, and knowing that yeah, I'm guided. I'm guided always if I just decide to go and look within, do the inner work. That's where everything starts. And then you can just really listen to God and follow your path towards what you desire to do, and you like God wants you to be doing. Like he wants you to be doing something.
Yeah, Chrissy said that I love this. She said life purpose is about a relationship with life, which is so true. And she touched on honoring all of yourself, because there were things that prepared her that she was doing in her life for where she is now. And I can completely relate to that. I run my own Mary Kay business, and then going into coaching, and I was asking God in a meditation, like, how are we going to bring this together? Like, how are you desiring me to bring this together? And in this meditative state, I was on stage talking to thousands of women, and I was teaching them how I'm working through the objections in my Mary Kay business by teaching them the mirror exercise. And he's like, and this is how I'm going to use you. Now I need you to move. I need you to move through these blocks so we can get there. And so to have that clarity and understand where God was leading me really got me passionate about moving through my blocks so that I could get to that place, and really understanding that he is working with me in every moment of my life, always preparing me, always guiding me, always helping me work through whatever it is to get to the next step. There's always going to be a next step. And I thought that was really beautiful to have that kind of clarity, and to have that communication with God and that intimacy with him, to be able to ask and then receive, and then also know that I'm always going to be supported. And so that felt really, really juicy and good to know that even though we are being asked to maybe moonlight somewhere, like it's always going to shift us exactly where we need to be.
Yeah, the statement that you said is, always, Chrissy used, due throughout my healing. Like whenever I feel like, I don't have energy, I just want to give up. I literally cannot pursue the next step, or I don't even see there is like, my life purpose is, flourishing or really moving ahead. Then the simple question comes, do you choose life? Do you choose life? It's a simple question. The moment I make that choice, yes, just a matter of choosing life. I choose life. You literally don't have to know what is the next step. You literally don't have to know what you want to do. The moment you choose life, the moment the energy start flowing within you, at that point itself you will be called to do the next thing that will naturally appear in your life, because that has already been there. Only thing is we are separated from it. So we'll be able to see that, yes, this is what I want to do today. So all that we have to do is whatever is there in the life at the moment, just engage with that. Do not get into the mind and think about what my life purpose is, what I have to do next. No, just engage and do the thing that is right in front of you at the moment. The more you put your life force energy into that and doing it to it in, in a way that is at its perfection, the way you feel like it is the complete, the way you feel like everybody around you, you are creating that trust, that love and everything. That's where you are truly bonding or creating everything in life. And that is what is life purpose. And just live each and every moment. I really loved how Maita shared. She's literally sharing, she's literally living her life purpose in the thing that she is doing. Even Kanisha shared, in her business she is doing that, right? So yes, if that is what God is given you, just go deeper in that. And then you are naturally getting called that, yeah, you want to be a truly a ascension coach, where you are really going to love people, help them ascend the energy of struggle or the suffering, right? That's what we are doing. We are ending the suffering, the struggle, where there is no life. Because in struggle and in suffering there is no life. When you love, then you feel the life. And the only matter of choice is, do I choose life? So I'll choose love, I'll choose abundance, and then everything else is going to unfold beautifully. Yeah, just value yourself.
Yeah, one of my favorite questions she asked was, if I had $1 million, what would I be doing? And I was like, ooh, that's a great question. And as I felt into that, I was like, I would be doing exactly what I'm doing. Like, I love that I don't have to question it, because even a year ago, I would have been like, is this what I'm really supposed to be doing, God? And as I chose to go deeper into this work, it's like, yes, you're exactly where you need to be. Just surrender and just trust and allow the process to unfold. And through life purpose, I also learned that what I thought my definition of success was is actually kind of different. I thought success meant like you were rich and had all these awards and all this stuff, like it's something to show for it. But in truth, it's really like how you feel within and how peaceful you are within, moving through your life purpose, and really seeing the gift and the value of what you're doing there. And now I definitely see myself as a successful person instead of trying to view myself in the future of what I would look like when I'm successful. And so I love that this work has really helped me change my mindset around what success truly looks like.
Yeah, it's the $1 million question. Yeah, really, yeah, hit my heart as well. And in my experience, it's yeah, I feel I'm getting there. Like I already made the choice to live my life purpose. And yeah, I agree. Like I thought being successful was just having a lot of money and doing nothing. Like, okay, you have all your life settled because you have enough money to live good, and that was it. But what I've learned here with the teachings of Jeff and Shaleia is that it's really feeling what you feel about giving. How about like you give, and how does that make you feel? Like just the feeling of having a heart full of love and joy, and like that's success. That's real. And from that place, it's where everything unfolds, because from this place of peace, when you feel good about what you're doing, what you're giving, what you're sharing, everything unfolds perfectly. Because from that place you can just make acts of love towards others, and of course first towards yourself. And like taking yeah, always going go within, um, healing all the spaces in your life that don't feel good, and yeah, just to start working from there. I like something that Jason and Chrissy also like mentioned about like your life purpose. It's always going to point out to you where God is going to point you where the places you need to heal in order to just getting closer to that, and just aligning yourself better. And like when you're doing your life purpose, of course you're healing as well. Like it's it's not separate from that. Also, that's something that I've learned. I was really trying to separate my life. Okay, here I'm doing this thing, so I can't do inner work. Like I can't be doing inner work while I'm working. Well, that's not true. We're constantly ascending by everything we're doing, and that align us like naturally to success and to be like living a successful life.
Yeah, yeah. Even my favorite question was that, if I have $1 million, what I'm going to do. I really like the way Chrissy put that question. The question used to be for me like, even in my corporate life, the normal question that is asked is, if $1 million is going to given to you, what you are going to do. Then I felt always blind what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll just relax, I'll travel or do something. But the way Casey put it, if you have $1 million rupees, or a dollar, sorry, $1 million money, so are you really going to do what you are doing now? So there I was very clear, because I know what I'm doing now, because that's there in my reality. I can feel it, right? I have a relationship with it, so it is very easy for me, right? So it gives us that clarity. When I really have so much money, am I really going to do this, or there is something my heart is really calling me? And then it became very clear to me, okay, no, I want to really go deeper. I really want to do something better. I really want to love people. I really want to do this way. So that's how the door will keep opening. So yeah, then it just came unfolded that, yeah, even if I have $1 million, so I'm still going to love people. This is something that I keep on doing even if I have so much money in my account. Yeah. And I really liked the statement that she put in, related to mastering your energy. She put that comment like, income is how much the life force you are creating now, and wealth is the life force you come around. So I really loved that. That is so beautiful that you are putting your energy to create that income towards life, and then whatever is there around you is the wealth, wealth of people or around you, the loving people, the money, or your environment, the people you are working with. That's wealth, right? And that's beautiful. And there is just a difference in energy, wealth or income. Yeah, I would like to hear from you on that.
Yeah, I feel that it's what we were like saying a few moments ago, like what you're going to do with that wealth. Like, are you going really like to share it, or are you going just to keep it for you? Like, it's not there's not like there's no sense of doing that. And I believe that we've been raised like to get just the income and to know that that's the only thing you can get in your life. You're supposed to like, okay, get your studies, find a job so you can get your income. And wealth is just for a few people in the world. Like it's really biased, and it's, or you can have it, but it's really hard to achieve it. And right now we're coming to the understanding that it's not it. It's like it's really more profound than that, as you pointed out, Madhu. It's really sharing and providing to others what you have been what you are getting by doing what you love. That's how you just you are wealthy. You are becoming wealthy. Yeah.
Yeah. One of the things that Jason brought up too was like your life purpose. Like there are moments where it'll ask you to step out of your comfort zone, and that is helping shake out all of the junk to help really carve you into your true divinity. And that really touched my heart in a way, because there's moments where I come to places that feel really uncomfortable, and I'm like, ooh, is this from God? And that's where we do our spiritual work. That's where we do the mirror exercise and really get to a place of peace there and move through the block instead of sitting in the block and trying to take action outside. And that's where they really talked about that deep level of balance, really calling in that deep level of balance and being aware when you feel unbalanced, and then taking care of yourself in that way. And one of the things that she touched on that I think, and I know Jeff and Shaleia talk about it too in their classes, is starting off your morning with your spiritual work, and going within and doing the mirror exercise and loving yourself in that place. I know personally I've done that. It's been a new thing for me, but in the last 2 weeks I've been doing that, and it's made a huge shift for the way that my days go, because I'm really choosing to love myself in this place first and move from a place of peace instead of waking up and trying to get everything done at once.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I feel that connects perfectly is that Chrissy was pointing out, like, what's the the secret sauce for success, and it's balance. And by doing the inner work, it's how we can achieve that balance in our lives. Um, Sometimes we, like it had happened to me, probably to you guys as well. You try to get things done, and you don't know what you keep, like you get stuck in one thing at work, and that you can't do it, and it seems like, okay, but I'm trying this and this and this and this, but then you see that you just need to go back, do the mirror exercise, and always find your peace and act always from that place. um, so yeah, it's all about balance. And with all of the teachings that we have from Jeff and Shaleia, we have the tools so we can really achieve that, and know that it's not unreachable for us, and not for everyone. Like everyone can just like make that choice to really honor these tools and use them like in a daily basis. It really does make the difference. Like, thanks for sharing that, Kanisha. It's really helpful for all of us to just acknowledge that and really start making that practice. It's it's a must in our journeys.
Yeah, because like every day that, like even in my life I do that, like every day just a little bit of growth compared to what I did yesterday. I know that my whole or the big picture is there, but I if I put everything like today, it's going to be overwhelming. But I am just, if making just one step, one step better than what I did yesterday, and healing the thing that did not work well, and doing that mirror exercise, and making the choice for today. Today I'm going to make that shift in my life. What did not feel good yesterday, I'm not going to carry what did not feel good yesterday to today. Today I want my life to be free from the upset that I had yesterday. And just by making those simple, maybe just one choice, the change of one choice every day in any aspect of your life, and majorly, in the area that felt upset yesterday, because that's what you can connect deeply. That's how you just walk forward and heal, and see the success coming through, because it's your choice. The choice itself brings that transformation, right? And loving yourself gives you that energy to move forward, right? And I really loved that. And I learned that from them only, because when I started, so I felt like, like completely empty. There was a lot for me. I was like, no, I don't know if I can even make it happen. It feels so much. But, then just do that one thing which feels easy to be done and can be done in a day, and then see how we can just walk into that space where we feel really worthy of life, rather than just feeling, okay, I just have shit in my life, upset in my life, and I don't even feel worthy to pursue that success. But yes, when we move through that space, we really feel that we are worthy of our own success, and day by day we just build on that energy and pick on that momentum and just move into it slowly. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Chrissy said that too. Like, there's always a purpose in what they do, whether it's a meditation or they're working out or they're eating. There's always a purpose, which I absolutely love, because there were moments where I'd be doing something and I'm like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? And having to trust God, and God's like, yes, there's a purpose here, and just be present in the moment, which feels really good. So I've learned to not question my day so much and just be in the flow with God and allow Him to just guide me, which feels really, really juicy.
Yeah, and it brings me up to what Chrissy was saying, like really asking God, yeah, what I'm supposed to be doing right now, and just going with that ease throughout your day, like not thinking and feeling like you need to be overwhelmed of your duties. Like God knows that we have deadlines. He really knows that, but He wants us to move through those deadlines with peace and ease. And then Chrissy shared about, yeah, sometimes, yeah, I take my time, like every day actually. Like I take my time doing like all of my like my inner work, all of the things that I'm doing. And when I need to get things done in work, I just like work so efficiently and like really hard, but it can make me take like a couple of hours, but in those couple of hours I'm with all of my energy there, like my focus. And that's I feel that happens when you really just connect with God and choose to work with Him and allow Him to move you through your day.
Yeah, even the statement Chrissy gave is like, there is no way to go but forward, because that's where we are desiring to. There is no way out. There is no back door open. Just keep all the back doors closed and just move forward. And with that energy itself, that, going to give you that energy to flow and do the things whatever is presented to us. And yes, the purpose behind everything that we are doing, even the specific thing, what is the purpose of our union, that we are so much focusing on like a twin flame harmonious union, but it can feel really easy and very peaceful when we try to connect with the purpose behind it, right? What is the purpose behind in manifesting that true love? What is the purpose? Because that gives us that energy to pursue it on a deeper level, right? There is a beauty that flows into, other than just seeing God, anything else. There is a beauty, that is something that is going to be very expansive in that union, right? That gives us that even energy to move forward and pursue that harmonious union in our life, right? So yes, so there is no way but go forward. I really loved that.
Yeah, to finish that off, that reminds me of a quote that Jeff just gave me. It's what God guides, God provides. And so as he's guiding us through our life purpose, he is really guiding us with every tool, the energy, everything that we need, as long as we just choose to do it with him. And yeah, that just makes me so happy.
Yeah, like anytime I feel like I'm going to fail, like this is not working, because sometimes there is block, so it does not feel good. So this is the statement I say to myself, if God has guided me here, God is going to provide me. Maybe this is something for a day or two I'm feeling off, but this is not that everything has derailed. So I'm going to be provided, I'm going to be supported here, and then yes, the next day things started flowing in. Yes, that is the beauty. Just follow in your heart, and if you're feeling guided, and just pursue that, right? Because you really can trust. God is guiding you, so God is going to provide you there.
Yeah, yeah, totally. And something that I want to add upon what you said, guys, is a quote that Jason mentioned in the sermon. It's let go of what ifs and connect with succeeding. So yeah, that's just something that I wanted to share.
Yeah, even there is a energy, both Jason and Chrissy presented, that when it is related to success, there is a all that we need to come with is the we have to do the work. We have to really get and really engage with the work. There is no way, but we have to got to do it. It's just that get ready, and whatever is presented, just do it, because other than doing it, we'll never even come to know what our true life purpose is, right? Only when we try out different things that we may feel inclined to, and really go deeper there, then only we can get that clarity, whether really this is where I want to go deeper, or I feel I am complete here, I'm called to something else, and I can start exploring there. But only when we step into that space and really do it, then we'll be able to be very clear, okay, this is what is my life purpose, and I will can do it for rest of my life. I really like that.
Yeah, it feels really good. Is there any last things that either one of you guys would like to share? All right.
No, I just want to take back, there is no way to go but go forward. That's what is my
Amen.
takeaway.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, no, this was a beautiful sermon, and it's definitely one that I will be going back to watch through again. And there's so many things that I could take from it. So we'll go ahead and close here, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us for the after church tea time. I would love to invite you guys back next Sunday after the sermon, and we look forward to seeing you guys. Make sure that you like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.